What's going on? It's Craig Bennett, aka CashKeg, here with DFSArmy, and today I'm doing a quick video to kind of showcase one of our new tools that one of our DFSArmy staff members, Hunter Sinclair, built. It's a really cool tool for showdowns, and we specifically talk about in showdowns that you need to build the game script. How do you think the game is going to go? You know, it's not who you're throwing in your lineup, but how do you think the game is going to go and which players are going to get projected? Well, the hard thing with that with a lot of people is, okay, if I see the game going 30-10 for an example, well, how do I exactly project that game going 30-10? Is it rushing touchdowns? Is it passing touchdowns? Who's getting the work? Well, with this tool that we do have over at DFSArmy, again, if you're not a member, this is behind the paywall. Head on over to DFSArmy.com, enter promo code CashKeg. It'll save you 20%. This tool, once we dive into this, you'll see that I don't think there's anything else out there, and you can upload these projections right into our optimizer, the Domination Station. Before we dive into it, though, if you're not a subscriber to this channel, I would really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button. Also, give this video a thumbs up if you think it's helping you, if you want more videos like this to help anything. And also comment if there's something you want to see, a video that you want to see. By all means, let me know. I'm here to give some kind of worth to the community, I hope. So I appreciate it. Let's head on over and talk about this tool. So here it is. We call it the Showdown Dominator tool. As you can see, we have all the games up here on the slate week 12. I know it's a little funky this week with COVID and everything. This Steelers game, it feels like it's never going to play. It got pushed off again until Wednesday. I'm going to use it as an example here just because it's the last game of week 12. But you can pick up any of these games and do the Domination Station, you know, for projections for it. So we're just going to click on the Baltimore Steelers game here. And here's what it looks like, just as a quick show. As you can see, at the very top, you're going to see both a away and home team with their scores. But it also is going to show you how you think they're going to score this game. So if we think Pittsburgh's going to score 2.5 passing touchdowns, they're going to get 2 rushing touchdowns, or let's say 1.5 rushing touchdowns, 1 field goal, 1 turnover. And on the Baltimore side, we say, hey, they're going to struggle a little bit. They don't have a lot of offense. We don't think it's going to go too great for them. Give them 1 passing touchdown, maybe a half rushing touchdown, and maybe we think it's going to have, you know, they'll move the ball, but they won't score. So we'll say it's 2 field goals. And then they're going to turn the ball over, say, 3 times. Well, after we decided how our game script is going to go, we can come in here and hit generate, and it's going to generate what we think in the passing and rushing and all these stats up here, just as a simple thing. We can go down more in these advanced tabs. I'm not going to dive extremely deep into this. We actually have a button up here for tutorial where Hunter himself, the guy that built this, actually went through and explains everything on how to do this. I'm just kind of using this moment to show a new tool that we have at DFSArmy, show a tool that you know, might not be out there for you, and you can again copy all these projections into our optimizer and use it. So say you want to build batches of 20 lineups with different game scripts, because again, you need to build game scripts in any time of lineups that you're building with Showdown. Well, you can come in here, you can throw how you think the game is going to go up here first, and then you can build, you know, throw those projections that we get to into the Domination Station, run 20 lineups, then come back here, build a different game script, and do it again. Like anything, you know, if you really want to be good at something, or if you really want to try to take an advantage of something, and it's going to take a little bit of time, but this does help you if you're not exactly sure for projections. So we did generate that. We come down here. We come down here on the Baltimore side. You know, you can see the Ravens defense is now, you know, 3.5 projection, and that's because we have, you know, so many points scored for Pittsburgh in this game. Justin Tucker 8.2. Again, it's going to get up there pretty high because of the field goals. Griffin's at 15-2. You know, he's going to quarterback this slate. And then this is where, you know, we have Gus Edwards and Hill here. Now, again, they're going to be kind of low because, you know, we don't have no Ingram or J.K. Dobbins here. But this is where it's kind of fun too, because if you feel like, okay, well, great, you said there's going to be so many touchdowns, but I think all the touchdown equity is going to go towards Edwards. I don't think Hill's going to have a chance. Well, right now we have a 71% rush touchdown percentage for Edwards and a 14% for Hill and a 14 rush percentage for Griffin. So we're given, you know, in the projection where we see the percentage of the rush touchdown going to come from. Well, if I don't want any of that and I don't want any of that, and I think it's going to be 100% Edwards, then I can throw it there and it's going to adjust his projection accordingly. Same thing with the rush yards. If we're like, okay, well, we think Edwards is going to get maybe a split this way, Griffin is going to, you know, maybe only get 10. He ain't going to run too much. Maybe the backup's going to come in a little bit more and rush. You know, it'll adjust the projection to put him up at 8.7. If we say he's going to get less, it's going to adjust that projection to 5.1. And again, I think this is extremely key for people who have never built a projection model or don't know where to go. If you're saying, okay, we'll build this game script, great, but what are the projections I should be using in that game script? Because most projections you're going to find on anywhere out there, regardless if it's DFSArmy, any of the sites that are out there, you know, they're all going to be median projections. If you're not using a floor or ceiling, they're going to be median projections generally. You know, some might be tweaked a little bit higher or lower, but generally they're a median projection. So with this, when you're building a game script and you're coming in here and you are absolutely adjusting the rush percentage, the touchdown equity percentage, then it's going to adjust those projections for you, which is key because if you're going and building a game script strictly on median projections, it's really going to be hard to tell your story because if you're not going to go in there and manually adjust the projection, then as you run your lineups, you're doing it more with rules, which I believe people set way too many rules when they're doing, you know, showdown slates, especially in DK. Like I said, we saw it in the Chicago Bears Green Bay game just a couple days ago where, you know, if you set a bunch of rules where if you had a pass catcher, you needed to have, you know, Trubisky in it, well, you would have lost because Robinson got there without Trubisky in the winning lineup. So those are things that you have to consider. And I like this tool to really build the stories that I want to build. You know, same can be said. We can do this for everything. You know, like I said, we can do this for all the rushing. We can come down here, the wide receivers, and we can be like, okay, well, over here in the receiving section, I blew this up as much as I could. I'm sorry, it's still a little small, but I wanted you to be able to see it. Same kind of thing. We got Brown. Maybe we think Griffin throws the ball a little bit more, and he grabs a big percentage of that. You know, they don't have Snead. They don't have some of these guys. So Mark Andrews is actually out as well. So maybe Brown takes a big chunk of it, and he's got the biggest. We think he's got over 50% touchdown equity. We can do that as well. So, you know, it's going to bump the projection up massively if you're going to start, if you think he's going to get everything. Again, this is just me playing around with these sliders to kind of show you what's going on. There's a zillion ways that you can adjust this, but I think that really benefits you, that you tell a story. And, you know, it's not, you know, hey, Craig, hey, CashKeg, who should I play this slate, this guy or this guy? Well, I always say is like, what story are you trying to tell? Because if it's just a 1v1, those questions are extremely hard to answer, especially in a showdown slate, because your whole lineup should tell a story, and it shouldn't be just a 1v1. If it's a cash game, you know, generally playing quarterbacks and running backs and kickers and you know, and maybe wide receiver ones, you're not getting too crazy. But in GPPs, you have to tell a story, and so this will definitely help you be a better player, be a better showdown player. And again, we constantly at DFSArmy are trying to evolve and build new tools that are going to help you succeed. And I think this is one of the tools that can, you know, take you over the top, or, you know, maybe supplement your game as it is as a showdown player or DFS player. And it's something that you could probably use in a lot of things. So I really enjoy this tool. I've been playing around with it since we've implemented it, a couple weeks ago. Again, Hunter did a fantastic job. You can come up here, again, get a full tutorial up here of exactly how to run this thing. If you build a bunch of lineups, he's got a thing up here called the lineup deduper, which you build different scenarios, but you might have a duplicate lineup. If you want to build different scenarios and then implement them in, here's a thing that'll take out the duplicate lineups, which is kind of nice. So again, another thing that's fantastic about DFSArmy when it comes to tools like this is, we love feedback. So when you go in there as a DFSArmy VIP member, we have a channel in our chat just specifically to talk about ideas. If there's something else you'd like to see, or if there's, we're always looking to push the envelope and find something new. And this is one of the new toys that we have, and it's extremely helpful when building these scenarios. So with that, again, just a quick overview of this tool. It's called the Showdown Dominator. Again, you can do it on any game. It's a fantastic tool. It's new. If you like to see different things on it, if you want to check it out, head on over to DFSArmy.com. Use promo code CashKeg. Get you in there. Help you out. Again, it's got a full tutorial on this thing as well. And yeah, again, don't mind if you hit a thumbs up on this video if you like it. If there's more videos you want to see, something else you want to see, please comment below. Let me know. And smash that subscribe button on your way out. I'd really appreciate it. And with that, I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Deuces.